So the entire world woke up to the shocking news that Conor McGregor announced in a tweet that he was going to be boxing Logan Paul in an exhibition match. The tweet read, "The rumors of a bout with Topuria, meaning Ilia Topuria, are false. I am in preliminary agreements with the Ambani family to face Logan Paul in a boxing exhibition in India. I have agreed. I will then seek my return to the octagon." Who is the Ambani family exactly? Well, the family consists of Anant Ambani, Nita Ambani, and Anil Ambani, one of the richest families in all of India to ever exist. Ambani, 66, is chairman and managing director of Reliance Industries, a Mumbai-based conglomerate with business in everything from retail, natural gas, and petrochemicals to telecommunications, textiles, and entertainment. It is the largest private sector company in India and number 88 on the Fortune Global 500. Their net worth is in the Century Billionaire Club of 100 billion. Safe to say, they are loaded like a baked potato. Now let's keep one thing in mind. This is just preliminary talks. This is not official. There is no date. There is no venue. There's not even a weight class. There's not even a round limit. There's not even a glove size. This is all just preliminary talks. So there is still a good chance that this fight doesn't even happen. But with the family that I just explained and how rich they are, I'm pretty sure they could get anything and everything that they want under that Indian sun. So let's talk about it. It's very interesting at the fact that Conor McGregor is fighting Logan Paul. Why? Because many of the rumors of Conor McGregor ever stepping foot into another boxing ring would be against Logan Paul's brother, Jake Paul, who had this to say. Now it all makes sense why Conor McGregor and his management team have been desperately trying to get MVP to negotiate for a fight between us. As we told them privately, I am now saying it publicly. The only way we're willing to explore me versus Conor in a pro boxing / MMA fight is if Dana White and the UFC are at the table directly or make it clear they are okay with discussions. Now Logan had a very interesting response. He reposted Conor McGregor's tweet talking about the potential fight with some looky eyes, suspicious eyes, confirming nor denying that this fight was even in talks. He was almost as taken aback by this as we all were. Now, I am a die-hard Conor McGregor fan. It is chronicled very well on my YouTube channel, this very channel, on my social medias, that my support for this man is undying. But let's talk about reasons why he would want to take this fight. Logan Paul, yeah, he's an entertainer. He does WWE. He fights guys way below his weight class. I get it. It's what he does. But for Conor, it's a little bit different. First of all, he hasn't fought in 41 months, 3 years and 5 months. So I think he needs this fight to get back under the spotlight as far as being under a giant spectacle, because he hasn't had that since July of 2021. He needs to be able to go out there and not only prove that he still has it, but at the same time just prove that he can still get back in the octagon or boxing ring for that matter, especially with all that he's been going through. I made a very deep and in-depth video about the trial in which I thought he was wrongly convicted of raping a woman back in December of 2018. So I think the good news about this, to try and wash everything out, is to go out and get a fight. Albeit it's not in the octagon, but it is still a fight nonetheless. It is for pure entertainment. With that being said, a fact's a fact. He did lose the case in which he was found guilty of raping a woman back in December of 2018. So he had to pay her money. $257,000 to be exact, could be more. Let me know in the comment section if you know exactly what it is. But nonetheless, he needs the money. And with the family that they're going to be involved with to make this fight, he will get that money back in tenfold. So I think that could be a reason why he wants to do it. But also, I like the fight in the sense that it's not against Jake, who's an actual boxer. I guess you could say he's an actual boxer. That's up for debate. But, you know, he really wants to take Conor's head off to the point where it would look bad if it was a real fight. No, he's fighting Logan, who has a record of 1-1 and 2. Yeah, I'm counting the Floyd Mayweather fight as a draw because of the exhibition fight, and nobody got dropped, nobody got KO'd, and it went to the judges' scorecards where 2 guys walked out rather unscathed. So yes, his record is 1-1 and 2. His one win came against Dylan Dennis, a grappler. Logan is not a boxer, he is an entertainer. And like I say about both Paul brothers, they play boxing, and Conor knows that. He's a smart guy. He's not going to walk in there against a world beater. He's not going to walk in there against even an older, more seasoned boxer like a Manny Pacquiao, like a Canelo Alvarez. No, he's going to walk in there and fight a novice, a guy that plays boxing, compared to, oh yeah, I'm going to go fight straight away in the UFC and most likely lose. I'm sorry. As a diehard Conor fan, like I mentioned earlier, if he were to walk in and fight somebody in the octagon, whether it be Michael Chandler or any other contender, he would have lost. I think this is a good thing to get his beak wet as far as a spectacle, and just to get back in the ring and fight for competitiveness and spirituality, because he hasn't done that in almost 4 years. As far as I think is ruining his legacy, you could make the argument that his legacy was probably ruined after he lost to Khabib, and in the 2 Poirier fights that he lost, put that in quotations because I thought the Poirier fight still has some unfinished business. It was a doctor stoppage. So as far as it ruining his legacy, I'm not quite sure about that from my personal perspective, because I did see him boxing at least Jake down the line when he was close to the tail end of his career, which he kind of is, but I pictured him boxing Jake, so I kind of figured this was already going to happen. But his legacy is already set in stone. Now it's just a matter of, okay, does he want to continue these freak show fights, or is he going to actually try and make one last run at the title? And from the announcement that we have today of this fight potentially happening, it sounds like he just wants to chase those freak show fights. But am I going to watch? Absolutely. Are you going to watch? Absolutely. I support this man in anything he does. He could be playing against the world's greatest chess player, and I would watch. So it'll be very interesting to see how this plays out. All I can say is buckle up for 2025, because that shit's going to be crazy.